drifting through the midnight haze, echoes falling down like silver rain. Can you feel the pulse begin to rise? We are waking up inside the sound. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of cold glass, but down below the pavement, shadows start to pass. I feel the heavy rhythm vibrating through my spine, a secret frequency that leaves the world behind. Your silhouette is painted in ultraviolet glow. We shed the heavy armor that we used to know. A whisper in the static, calling out my name. We step into the current. We are not the same. The gravity is breaking and slipping from my skin. A rush of warm electric light is rushing in, and higher the atmosphere ignites. Hold your breath, we are taking off tonight. Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We're riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the rain. The haze of it wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape in this infinite horizon. We are wide awake. The room is spinning slowly in a quiet trance. A million floating dust specks caught inside the dance. You reach across the empty space and take my hand. We travel to the edges of a glowing land. The baseline is a river running through the dark. It carries every secret, hired and hard. No need for any words when we are flying free. Just the syncopation connecting you and me. The petty is breaking, slipping from my skin. A rush of warm electric light is rushing in. Higher and higher the atmosphere ignites. Hold your breath, we are taking off tonight. Welcome to the luminous escape, and with every broken piece begins to take a shape. We are riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the gray, and the heavy heartbeat wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape in this infinite rise. We are wide awake. Time is an illusion, melting in the veins, rest inside the beauty. Every high is pain. Can you see the fragments coming into view? Everything I ever wanted leads me back to you. Fading in the silence right before the drop. This is the eternal moment, it will never stop. Welcome to the luminous escape. drifting through the static of the night. Whispers catching on the edge of the wind. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed. We are weightless now. The city falls asleep below my feet. A quiet rhythm hums beneath the street. I trace the silver shadows on the wall and wait to hear the midnight frequency call. Your silhouette is dancing in the dark. A sudden spark to light the heavy part. We leave the heavy gravity behind. A secret sanctuary we can find. The temperature is rising in the air. Electric currents run through my hair. I feel the bass begin to shake the floor. I've never felt a rush like this before. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. We are butted in the middle of the deep. Promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Lose yourself inside this beating heart of mine. The gulf of smoke against the window pane. We wash our spirits in the astral rain. The ticking of the clock begins to fade. Inside the shelter that the music made, I catch the echo of your steady breath. A beautiful defiance over death. The rhythm is an ocean we can swim whenever all the city lights grow dim. The temperature is rising in the air. Electric currents run through my hair. I feel the bass begin to shake the floor. I've never felt a rush like this before. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. We are floating in the middle of the deep. Promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Lose yourself inside this beating heart of mine. We are flown, we are flown, we are free. Just a ripple on the surface of the sea. Let the melody break open every door. I am yours and you are mine forevermore. Take me higher to the velvet skyline, where the neon and the starlight intertwine. We are floating in the middle of the deep, promises that only dreamers ever keep. Wash away the shadows of the turning world. Watch the paradise of midnight be unfurled. Take me higher to the velvet skyline. Keep on dancing in this beat of cutting mind. The colors fade into the dawn. The steady pulse goes on and on. Weightless in the quiet blue, I am dreaming here with you.
The city sleeps, but the current pulls me under. Static breeze through the open window. A distant rhythm echoes in the dark. We are just floating in the frequency. Streetlights bleed into a velvet sky. As the midnight air begins to sigh, I watch the silhouettes begin to blur. Lost inside a world without a word. The heavy bass is knocking at the door. A shadow dancing slowly on the floor. You whisper secrets to the empty room, while silver moonlight cuts across the gloom. The walls are falling to an ocean wave. There is a feeling that we cannot say. A rising temperature, a subtle shift. I close my eyes and let my spirit drift. We are fading into neon shadows, where the rhythm is the only truth we know. Caught inside the spaces in between, living like a lucid waking dream. We are fading into neon shadows, letting go of everywhere we have to go. Sink into the center of the sound, until our feet are lifted off the ground. The hour turns to something undefined, leaving all the heavy thoughts behind. A sudden spark ignites the quiet space. I read the hidden stories on your face. The tempo drops into a steady crawl. We lean into the magic of it all. No gravity to hold our bodies down, just phantom echoes in a sleeping town. The walls dissolve into an ocean wave. There is a feeling that we cannot say. A rising temperature, a subtle shift. I close my eyes and let my spirit drift. We are fading into neon shadows, where the rhythm is the only truth we know. Caught inside the spaces in between, living like a lucid waking dream. We are fading into neon shadows, letting go of everywhere we have to go. Sink into the center of the sound, until synchronizes perfectly, flowing outward to a secret sea. Time is just a memory we lose, wrapped inside these solitary hues. We are fading into neon shadows, where the rhythm is the only truth we know. Caught inside the spaces in between, living like a lucid waking dream. We are fading into neon shadows, letting go of everywhere we have to go. Sink into the center of the sound until I feel lifted off the ground. The pulse gets weaker, fading out of sight. We melt into the fabric of the night. Just a whisper in the glowing dust. Shadows fading, leaving only us. Breathe in the cool and heavy midnight air. The world is asleep, but we are awake. Falling slowly into the rhythm of the dark. Let the unseen current pull you under. Midnight paints the city in a shade of blue. I trace the glowing lines that lead me back to you. The concrete softly hums beneath my heavy feet. I lose my sense of time inside this empty street. A shadow in the wall, this boxy weave
We are standing on the edge of something more. Dive into the deep of a velvet ocean, caught inside the loop of a slow motion, watching every worry from my tangled mind, leaving all the shadows of the past behind, breathing in the rhythm of the starlight glow, riding on the current, learning to let go, dancing to the deep of the velvet ocean, lost inside the magic of the pure emotion. Time is just a river that we leave behind, an endless open space for the wandering mind. There is no destination, there is nowhere to be, only this beautiful moment washing over me, drifting through the cosmos on a silver thread, following the music where my soul is led. Dive into the deep of the quiet ocean, caught inside the loop of a slow motion, washing every worry from my tangled mind, leaving all the shadows of the past behind, breathing in the rhythm of the starlight glow, riding on the current, learning to let go, dive into the deep of the velvet ocean, lost inside the magic of the pure emotion. Current slowly fades into the quiet air, a lingering reflection of the peace we share, floating in the velvet, drifting out of sight. Good night to the ocean, surrender to mine. Breathing the indigo haze of the city, the pavement hums a quiet frequency, shadows stretch across the empty avenues, we are weightless in the midnight air. The streetlights flicker in a golden row, reflecting secrets that the night owls know. A heavy bassline shakes the concrete floor, I leave my worries at the heavy door. The velvet darkness wraps around my skin, a quiet sanctuary pulling me in. I watch the headlights blur into a stream and lose my senses in a waking dream. The rhythm rises from the underground, I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark, we're glowing brighter out here in the dark, sinking to the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove, let the bass dictate the way we move, colors bleeding through the atmosphere, there is nothing left to hold on to here.
chase the shadows in the purple gloom. The DJ spins a solitary thread that silences the voices in my head. A stranger's eyes reflect the laser light. We are connected by the endless night. No need for talking when the beat is true. The frequency is speaking me to you. The rhythm rises from the underground. I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark. We're glowing brighter out here in the dark. Sink into the neon weave, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sink into the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Time is suspended in the atmosphere. The only moment that we have is here. Floating above the skyline out of sight. Dead in a glowing artificial light. Let go of gravity. Let go of pain. Washing it all away. Midnight rain. Sink into the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sink into the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Frequency is fading to a hum, waiting for the morning sun to come. Drifting away into the quiet blue, into the neon deep with you. The city breathes out a heavy sigh. Static lingers in the empty air. I close my eyes to catch the rhythm, sinking down into the violet dark. Streetlights bleed into the damp concrete. A quiet hum beneath my heavy feet. The world above is locked behind closed doors, while shadows dance upon the polished floors. I trace the skyline with an idle hand, a lonely ghost inside a sleeping land. The glowing sounds are fading to a bird, and everything is softer than it were. Feel the frequency rising up through the ground, lost inside the space where we cannot be found. The echo of the night is a beautiful sound. Let the heavy gravity pull us around. Caught inside the velvet midnight buzz. Nothing else matters, nothing else. Drifting on the waves of synth and gold. dashboard screen, painting our faces in an amber velvet sheen. You turn the dial and the static clears away, leaving only the rhythm of the things we couldn't say. I watch the skyline turn to liquid in the rain, a heavy drop against the shivering window pane. We are suspended in this midnight atmosphere, losing track of the hours as the edges disappear. Feel the frequency pull us down below, caught in the current of the undertow. Everything heavy starts to drift and rise. I see the universe opening in your eyes. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the world outside. Deep in the pulse we close our eyes, sinking into the darkened skies. This is a velvet midnight tide, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Letting the shadow be our guide, drowning inside the midnight tide. Cigarette is burning slowly in the tray, tracing a ribbon of smoke that fades away. Your fingertips are drumming lightly on the wheel, matching the tempo of the gravity we feel. The quiet intersections flash from red to green. We are the ghosts inside this beautiful machine. No destination in this labyrinth of stone, just the electric warmth of being all alone. Feel the frequency pull us down below, caught in the current of the undertow. Everything heavy starts to drift and rise. I see the universe opening in your eyes. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the world outside. Deep in the pulse we close our eyes, sinking into the darkened skies. This is a velvet midnight tide, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Letting the shadow be our guide, drowning inside the midnight tide. Weightless we are breathing in the void, every inhibition is completely destroyed. Time is just a flicker in the echoing dark, a tiny glowing ember from a silent spark. Hold me in the solitary shifting space, before the morning light can take its place. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the world outside. Deep in the pulse we close our eyes, sinking into the darkened skies. This is the velvet midnight tide, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Letting The city breathes out slowly, shadows stretch across the glass. A deep pulse beneath the pavement, we are floating in the dark. Streetlights bleed into a golden haze, painting silhouettes in empty space. The velvet sky is heavy, soft and deep, while the rest of the world has gone to sleep. I can feel the hum inside my chest, a gentle rhythm putting thoughts to rest. Every passing car is just a ghost, drifting down the moonlit coast. Close your eyes and let the colors run. We are hiding from the morning sun. Time is just a circle in the air, washing away every heavy care. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. Neon signs reflecting shallow rain, washing over every kind of pain. Footsteps echoing down empty streets, matching the cadence of our heartbeats. Nothing matters but the here and now. We will make it through the dark somehow. A whisper catches on the chilling breeze, moving softly through the slumbering trees. Close your eyes and let the colors run. We are hiding from the morning sun. Time is just a circle in the air, washing away every heavy care. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. Weightless in the ambient glow, nowhere left for us to go. Suspend the stars inside the room and chase away the quiet gloom. The melody begins to rise, reflecting endless in your eyes. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. The rhythm slowly fades away to dust. In the velvet darkness we will trust, lingering inside the silent deep, letting the city pull us into sleep.
city sleeps, but the rhythm breathes. Exhale the daylight, let the shadows bleed. We are drifting on a midnight velvet sea. Close your eyes, just follow me. Streetlights blur into golden lines across the glass. Watching all the tired faces slowly fading past. I can feel the heavy air finally starting to clear. There is nothing but the frequency that we can hear. The bass is humming beneath the soles of my shoes, washing away the static and the evening blues. Every heartbeat aligns with the muted kick drum. This is the sanctuary where the night becomes numb. The pressure drops as we cross the borderline. We leave the chaos of the waking world behind. Just let the tempo take control of your mind. A hypnotic sanctuary by design. Sink into the midnight velvet, let it pull you under. Wrapped inside the warmth of a silent thunder, floating through the dark on an electric wave. This is the quiet kind of freedom that we sink into the midnight velvet. Lose your sense of time, let the melody and memory slowly intertwine. We are shadows moving softly through the chill, where the rhythm never stops and time stands still. Headlights cut through the mist of the avenue, painting the pavement in a quiet shade of blue. The electric piano echoes through the empty street, synchronized with every breath and every single beat. I let my shoulders drop and release the heavy weight, surrender into the magic of this altered state. We are ghosts in the machine, running on the breeze, finding all our comfort in these lower frequencies. The pressure drops as we cross the borderline. We leave the chaos of the waking world behind. Just let the tempo take control of your mind. A hypnotic sanctuary by design. Sink into the midnight velvet, let it pull you under. Wrapped inside the warmth of a silent thunder, floating through the dark on an electric wave. This is the quiet kind of freedom that waits. Sink into the midnight velvet, lose your sense of time, let the melody and memory slowly intertwine. We are shadows moving softly through the chill, where the rhythm never stops and time stands still. The filter opens up and lets the starlight inside. We are riding on the crest of an endless tide. Harmonies are shimmering like glass in the rain, washing out the echoes of the daytime pain. Hold your breath and let the atmosphere expand. We are drifting far away to an unseen land. Sink into the midnight velvet, let it pull you under. Wrapped inside the warmth of a silent thunder, floating through the dark on an electric wave. This is the quiet kind of freedom that we sink into the midnight velvet. Lose your sense of time, let the melody and
gravity to hold us down, just the quiet healing hum of the sound. The city lights are fading on the edge of the bay. We leave the heavy shadows of the waking day. I watch the silver ripples catch the midnight moon. We are slipping out of orbit, getting closer to you. A velvet wave is crashing in the back of my mind. We left the rushing hours and the panic behind. Your silhouette is glowing in the indigo blue. There is nothing but the rhythm pulling me into you. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside this understanding kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. I hear your steady heartbeat in the pulse of the bass. A steady kind of magic in this hidden place. The neon colors bleeding through the dark of the tide. With every single motion we are opened up wide. The surface is a mirror that we shattered apart, to find the secret echoes living right in the heart. We do not need the oxygen, we run on the glow. Just letting go of everything we used to know. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, and the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside this spinning kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Suspend me in the middle of the endless sea. Just keep this perfect frequency surrounding me. The pressure is a blanket wrapping around my soul. I give into the feeling, I give up control. We are drifting out further than the light can reach, far away from the safety of the empty beach. Now we are breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing breeze across the empty glass. Low frequencies humming softly inside my chest. Just letting the cool night air breathe for me. Street lamps blur into ribbons of gold as the temperature drops and the pavement grows cold. I am drifting through canyons of concrete and glass, watching the shadows of yesterday pass. Your voice is a whisper caught up in the breeze, shaking the leaves of the silhouette trees. I dial the rhythm down deep in my soul, giving the midnight complete sweet control. The skyline is waking with electric sparks, lighting the corners inside of the dark. A sudden rush pulls the gravity away, leaving behind all the noise of the day. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels like no destination, nowhere else to be. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. Ooh. Dashboard glows with an emerald hue, painting the silence I'm sharing with you. We trace the geometry drawn in the sky, watching the satellites silently fly. The world is asleep, but we are awake, riding the ripples the bass lines make. Windows are down as we cut through the chill. Time slows around us, so quiet and still. The skyline is waking with electric sparks, lighting the corners inside of the dark. A sudden rush pulls the gravity away, leaving behind all the noise of the day. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels like no destination, nowhere else to be. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. Drifting to the echo, drifting to the sound. Let our feet lift softly off the ground. In the spaces between the hi-hats and the bass, we have finally found our hiding place. Wash away the worries, dissolve into the air. Nothing else matters when we are floating there. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels like beneath the violet haze, breathing in the chill of empty streets. Just a silhouette in the glowing dark, waiting for the rhythm to pull me under. Streetlights paint out the hollow roads,